Welcome to the Driving the World podcast series. I'm your host, Culley Holland. Today we are coming to you from the AGMA MOTION+POWER EXPO, and we have Nicole Wolter with HM Manufacturing.
Hey Nicole, thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure having you. Thank you for taking the time. So why don't you just introduce yourself, your company to our listeners so we can just start there.
Yeah, so Nicole Wolter, president of HM Manufacturing. We are located in Wakanda, Illinois. So when the Panther movie came out, that was like a really big thing. So it's like our claim to fame outside of the products we make. So we got to throw that in there. But we do timing belt pulleys, splines, shafts, gears, V-belt sheaves. So kind of like a lot of mixed bag products, which is really cool.
Yes.
But primarily for food processing, beverage, packaging, aerospace, defense, medical, automotive. So
just a few small industries.
Just a few things, yeah.
So that is amazing. So right off the bat, I heard, sheaves, pulleys, some things that may attach to a gearbox. So as we can see, there's multiple components in an entire system.
Yeah.
So while SEW does like to be a complete solution provider, we always need help from other companies. So where you said food and bev, and then of course some other industries, how do you go to market? Is it like just mass produce of one single size? You have multiple sizes, custom options? Kind of how does that work?
We are a true job shop. So we are high mix, low volume, but we used to just have like smaller batch sizes. So it used to be like 5s, 10s, 25 pieces, that kind of stuff. In the past 5 years, it has definitely grown in size. So I would say like our average batch size now is like 100 pieces. And then we go up to like 1,000, 3,000, 4,000, and that's kind of fun. So that's where we brought in the automation portion, which was like super cool.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, like the market's changed for us because my dad liked it a certain way. So I guess I should have prefaced that by saying we are a family business, second generation. My dad just turned 80 and he goes in every single day. But it's so funny to see what it was when I first started in 2010 to what it is now. And it's been really exciting. So yeah, I mean, we do anything from a 1/2 inch all the way up to 18 inches in diameter. We do shafts that are up to like 63 inches in length. So I feel like we're like a fun kind of company where we can do a lot of different things and a lot of different variations. And that's how we kind of go to market. It's like, hey, we can do it all. So just give us all your complexity parts.
That is awesome to hear. So one, on the family-run business, that is beautiful. And I'm happy to say that SEW-EURODRIVE is actually also a family-owned business.
Oh my God, I love that.
That is super fun. I think we're on 4th generation.
Wow.
So the two brothers are in South Carolina, and it's definitely the mom and pop feel, but a global company, which
for sure. That's hard to do.
Very hard to find, and I'm very lucky to be there. But with that, you were just saying the absolute magnitude of things you can do from different diameters, shafts, pulleys. And I think that is a great offering to some of our customers, as well as your customers, to let them know, hey, we might have these standard reoccurring things we're trying to accomplish, but if there's anything else, or if things have changed, your parameters of what you want your machines to do have changed.
Yeah.
We're there to support it.
Totally. I mean, because sometimes we have certain customers that are just like, oh, we just think you guys just do gears. I'm like, no, we do so much more. We have 5-axis machinery, we have lathes, we have hobbers and shapers and broaching machines and ODID grinding, and we do assembly. So it's very interesting how we are thought of in just one little area, but we can do so much more. Sometimes I'm like, just give me your mill work. Like I'll take it. I don't need to do like a timing belt pulley. Like we just want to be able to be like that one-stop shop, fits all for our customers if we can.
Yes, and you're killing me because the parallels are unheard of.
Oh my God, so maybe I should move to South Carolina. We could be next door.
We could, best friends. But it's funny you say that because SEW sometimes gets thought of as just a gearbox company.
Yeah.
So you're saying you just do gears where you do so much more. SEW, we have the same, I don't want to call it a problem, but a same conundrum of folks here at SEW and they think gearbox, and it's like, well, we do gear motor, so we have our own motors, but then we also do, our own VFDs, controls, and all of that, where it's like, we have the solution for you.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to help our customers, and I'm glad we have platforms like this to kind of spread the word of we are more than what we were just thought of.
Yeah.
So I guess spreading the word, how do you get in touch with your customers, and how could your customers get in touch with you?
So we do things differently because I'm crazy. And so I am such a huge proponent of social media.
Okay.
And so I'm I love Instagram. I love the TikToks. They're kind of fun, and it engages the guys out in the shop floor in a different way. Like, they do all the trends, which is super fun.
Really?
So it kind of sheds a different light of manufacturing, right? When we're all talking about, oh, no one wants to go into it, I do the TikToks just to show a different version of what manufacturing is.
Yes.
And I'm not using that as like a sales platform. But like on the flip side, when I go to LinkedIn, I use that more of like a multifaceted sales approach. So one post will be about a product we're making, another post will be about what's happening with someone in the team, another post will probably be something about me that I'm up to. And so we want to like bring the blood into the company, not just use it as like such a salesy pitch.
Right.
And we do like fun little videos and reels. We keep it like really quick, 5-6 seconds, kind of give it that like high quality version of the reels or the videos.
Right.
And so that we kind of like put that out there. So that's how we like do our reach versus just like, hey, this is what we're doing. Here's a one-page brochure of all the products we do, which is boring, right?
Right.
And I feel like the trends have changed too. So, you know, for example, we do stuff with SpaceX. And those buyers are 24, 25, 26. It's different.
It is.
So how I go to market has to be very different because it's not the, of course you still have the 60-year-olds and your 50-year-olds that are the purchasing buyers, right?
Yes.
So I try to do a mixed bag of stuff, like what's gonna catch the 20-year-olds, what's gonna catch the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and I kind of try to mix it all up.
I think it's awesome that you're spreading the gambit across because, as we all know, the 5 to 6 seconds is the attention span of today.
I think mine's less now.
Oh, don't say that. We can't get shorter than 5 seconds. We gotta,
Maybe 3, I don't know.
But it's awesome that you're also making manufacturing human because it's very easy to just say, it's a process, there's automation, things happen, like, and it's just behind the scenes. But bringing the human element into it, I think is great to engage everyone. And then also you're still thinking of the 50, 60-year-old purchasing officers that are still in the community and definitely need to be tended to. So I love hearing that as a industry, manufacturing is still moving forward and keeping up because, I mean, we kind of have to, right?
Yeah, and it's about innovation, right? I feel like as manufacturers, we're so bad at marketing ourselves, right? Manufacturing is so innovative and yet our marketing tactics aren't, which is so funny and crazy when you think about it in that realm.
Right, it's a little backwards.
It is, and that's why, so I have interns all year round and they're 16, 17, 18. I always get these kids and I'm like, hey, go out there, start shooting some stuff, go on Instagram, let's change the narrative, let's do something cool out of the box. And you know, in the beginning I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. But then I thought, what's the worst that could happen? I don't get a like who cares?
Right.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep, I guess, if I'm talking millennial. So it's fun and I like it, I enjoy it. And I think what's super fun too is when you get the whole team involved and they also now want to be a part of the Instagrams, or they get excited that their post is about them now, or like a new skill set that they've learned and it's posted on all the socials. They get a big kick out of that.
Yeah, I mean, you're engaging your workforce as well as engaging the people that may want to use you as a supplier. And so,
Right.
I mean, it's a win-win, which is always a nice thing to have. So is there anything else, HM Manufacturing, that you would like to throw out there, let people know about, try and, you know, just let the people know if we're talking millennial?
Yeah, if we're talking millennial. No, we've got a lot of fun things going on. So while I'm here at MPT, I've been looking to get new machinery in. So every 2 years, that's why we go to IMTS and stuff, is we either replace or we add new manufacturing equipment to our floor. So we're always up to date on the latest technology, which is exciting.
Yes.
And especially for the new up and coming manufacturers, that's what they want to see, right? They want to see the new tech. They want to be a part of the fun iPads, the automation, the robotics. They geek out over that.
Oh, yeah.
I do too, but kind of in a different way. And that's fun. And you know, I think another really cool thing about HM is that the average age of our shop floor employee is 32. So we are young. Yeah. So when I do the internships, it's always very thoughtful in the approach. And so I try to get some of the local high schools that have manufacturing programs, and I try to start them at like 16, 17, like R&D, quality control. Then when they're 18, they can start going out into the machines. And then if they like it, I offer them an apprenticeship program. And then they stay with me for about a year or two, and they can kind of figure out, do they like the lathe department, milling department, like where do they fit best, what do they like?
Right.
Do they just like engineering? And then we kind of curate like a job for them after their apprenticeship program. And it's all paid, including the internships.
Fantastic.
And I feel like that's a really good way to suck them in and to be like, hey, like if you go to McDonald's, you're going to get $18 an hour, but if you work here, I'll give you 20. And so it's about enticing them and letting them see the new technology piece as well and getting them excited about it.
That, and it shows you care, which is a huge thing.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. I can't thank you enough for coming on today. Just one last thing, where can they find your information, HM's information? How can they reach out to you if they have any more questions?
And if they're not following me, because I feel like I'm everywhere and I've had people come to me like, oh my God, I follow you on LinkedIn. But you can find us on LinkedIn,
Okay.
Instagram, TikTok. The guys are waiting to become like influencers, TikTok famous.
Yes.
So please follow us on TikTok too.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, but also our website as well, hmmanufacturing.com. We're everywhere, so just Google
Fantastic.
us. We're around.
Use the Google.
We use the Google.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I hope you have a great day.
You too.